So welcome to 5 Days to Better Breathing, an adventure into discovering the power and the possibilities that exist with your breathing and using the breath as a powerful and transformative tool in order to bring about some state changes in your body. Now, if you haven't already picked up a copy of the book, the workbook here, Better Breathing, you can find that in the Facebook group, the AFGO Collective, and it's under files there. So you can download a copy, and we'll be using that over the next 5 days to work with what it is we're going to be discovering each day. So just to slide down a little bit here, here's an overview of what we're going to be doing each day. Today, we're going to be looking at breath awareness, and we'll come back to that a little bit more later. Tomorrow, on day 2, we're going to look at a calming breath. On day 3, we're going to look at coherent breathing. On day 4, we're going to look at a relaxing breath. And on day 5, we're going to look at box breathing. So that's an overview of where we're going to be going each day this week and the type of investigation, adventure, discovery, breathing technique we're going to be using on each of these different days. And of course, my support is here for you. If you have any questions outside of the events here today, then please just get in touch with me. How can you get in touch with me? You can see that down here. So here we have it. There is my email address, and you can also contact me via my website, and you can also contact me via a booking. You can book a 15-minute conversation with me, or you could book a session or whatever it is you want to be able to discuss with me. Okay. So if we come back to the roadmap, one of the things I'd like you to do is to look at your promise. So what is it? What's the goal that you would like this adventure to help you achieve? So again, this is going to be homework for you this evening. And who is this goal for? And what is your biggest challenge in achieving this goal? And then later you can come back and fill this in once you've got the tools to reassure yourself how you're going to use these tools in order to be able to continue using them in your life. Okay, so let's come back to day 1, awareness, and we come back to looking at breath awareness itself and how powerful a tool that is. I have been using my breath for over 45 years in some form of conscious way or another. I know that's a little hard to believe if you know me, but it's true. I have one very great teacher called Thich Nhat Hanh, who truly brought home to me the power of breath work and in fact, the power of breathing in perhaps its most simplest and plainest form. And that happens to be a conscious breath. And it's simply, what is a conscious breath? A conscious breath is simply breath awareness. And what does breath awareness look like? Breath awareness is when we simply bring our awareness to the physical feeling of the air as it moves in and out of the body as we breathe. So as we breathe in cool air. As we breathe out warm air. And we don't need to change how we're breathing. It is simply enough to just bring our attention to the physical sensation, the physical feeling of that cool air as it moves in and the warmer air as it moves out. So let's just try that now. Just close your eyes and be in a relaxed position, whether you're sitting up or lying down, wherever you are. Just close your eyes and just bring your attention to that feeling of the air as it moves into the body and the feeling of the air as it leaves the body. So focusing on that physical feeling and just letting go of everything else. Really home your attention on that physical sensation, this breath, this awareness of the breath. And we don't have to change how we're breathing. We don't have to make it deeper or longer or breathe through the mouth or through the nose or through the ears or through the eyes. No, we just need to just breathe as we breathe normally. The only difference is where we bring our attention. So breathing in, I am aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In aware, out aware. We just continue to hold our attention there in our breathing, continuing to hold the attention there. Feeling the cool air moving in and the warm air moving out. And what do you notice is happening? What's happening to your body as you breathe this way? Just gently holding the attention on that physical sensation of breathing. We just hold the attention there. Cool air moving in, warm air moving out. Breathing in, I am aware of the cool air flowing into my body. Breathing out, I'm aware of the warm air leaving my body. In, cool air. Out, warm air. Breathing in, I'm aware that my body is changing. Breathing out, I welcome and embrace these changes. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. In aware, out aware. So just gently open your eyes and become more present. And just check your body. Do a very simple body scan. How are you feeling now after those few minutes of breathing consciously? Because this is a conscious breath that you've been practicing. Just pop it into the comments. How are you feeling at the moment? Just 1 or 2 words, that's all. Just let us know. So if you're feeling peaceful, just put in peaceful. If you're feeling calm, put in calm. If you're feeling less stressed, put in less stressed. Happy, happier. Sad, sadder. Angry, angrier. Whatever it might be, just pop that into the comments so that we know how you're feeling. So this breath, this very simple breath, has some very, very powerful effects on the body, and that's both physiologically and neurologically. So physiologically, when we breathe this way, what tends to happen is the exhale, the out breath, tends to get slightly longer than the in breath. When we breathe in, what happens is we stimulate the fight and flight part of the parasympathetic nervous system. And when we exhale, we stimulate that part of the parasympathetic nervous system that is to do with rest and relax. So it's quite normal that the body becomes softer, more calm, and more relaxed physically as we breathe this way, simply because of this ability of a conscious breath to gently allow the exhale to become longer than the inhale. So that's one of the important impacts of breath awareness and conscious breathing. The second impact is that if you practice this over a long period of time, it can have quite astonishing neurological impacts, because it's been shown that people who practice conscious breathing on a regular basis over a long period of time actually grow new material in the brain. So there are areas of the brain that start to thicken by the addition of new material that's growing there. And these are areas that are connected with peace and calm, compassion, love, joy, and happiness. That's why you find long-term meditators tend to be fairly happy, calm people, because they've grown these additional thicknesses in these areas of the brain. And where there is new material in the brain, of course, we have the potential to create new synaptic pathways, new neural pathways in the brain, which again affects our perception of not just the world that we're living in, but where we are in that world and how we fit into that world. So very, very powerful effects coming from such a simple breathing technique. There are also other effects taking place as well when we breathe this way. Because the body calms down, then we start to generate more of the chemicals that make us feel good and happy and calm. So this is just simple breath awareness. The other technique that we're going to just look at the moment is just to see how you are breathing. So what I'd like you to do is to take your hands and put one hand on your chest and the other hand just around about your navel, just above, slightly above your navel, so your belly button. And as you're breathing, just notice what's happening to your hands. Which hand is moving up and down? Is it one hand or the other, or is it both hands? And how much do they move up and down in relationship to each other? Does one hand move more than the other does? Is the hand on your belly, is it not moving at all? Is the hand on your chest not moving at all? Okay. So these are speaking to how you breathe normally. And we're going to be looking more at using the hands in this way over the coming days in order to understand how we're breathing. But for now, what I'd like you to do is, again, just close your eyes and just continuing to breathe normally, except now what I'd like you to do is you breathe in is to make sure that the hand on your belly moves up or out away from the body as you breathe in. So basically you're getting the diaphragm, this big breathing muscle that sits beneath the rib cage, to push the belly out as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, as you let go of the breath, just allow that breath to, again, the diaphragm to come back, to return to a non-extended mode. So the belly sinks again and the hand moves back to the body. So we'll just practice that for a few minutes now. As we breathe in, the hand rises up. And as we breathe out, the hand drops back down again. As we breathe in, the hand moves out. And as we breathe out, the hand moves in. This might feel a little bit strange, a little bit difficult, but please persevere with this, because this is something that we're going to be using. This belly breathing technique, we're going to be using this later in the week for the other breaths that we're going to be using. So as the air moves into the body, the hand moves away, it moves out from the body. And as the breath moves out of the body, the hand moves in towards the body again. Some of you may be struggling with this, and it's worth practicing this outside of the few minutes that we spend together here. So how is that feeling? What's happening in your body when you breathe this way, just into your belly? How does your energy feel? What's happening to your energy levels? What's happening to your calmness and your stress levels as you breathe like this? So there really shouldn't be any movement at all with this hand on your chest. It's all movement in the belly. And now let's combine that with the breathing awareness. So just again, bringing our attention to the feeling of the cool air as we breathe in. The hand moves away from the body. And the warm air as we breathe out, and the hand moves in towards the body. Cool air in, hand out. Warm air out, hand in. You might also like to take a moment and notice whether you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth, or whether you're breathing in through the mouth, out through the nose. How is the physical process of your breathing? And just relax now, and you can let your hands go. Thank you, Shelley. Yes, less stressed. So again, check in with your body, and please see how you are doing at the moment. How is your body feeling now? How does the area around your belly feel? How are you generally feeling at the moment? And just pop something into the comments to say how you're feeling at the moment. So how's the body feeling at the moment? So I hope you've managed to pick up a copy of the workbook. You should be able to find it in the Facebook group. You can, of course, always join me every day on the Zoom side of the meeting, because Zoom participants will have a few more minutes after we've finished the live stream into Facebook, where you can have the opportunity to ask questions and get some answers about the technique that we've been looking at that day, or any of the techniques, in fact, that we have been looking into this week. So I would like us now to, as it's nearly time, we've got a few more minutes here. So I'd like us to come back, and we'll just do for another 3 or 4 minutes the conscious breath that we started with today. So if we just close our eyes, make sure that you're comfortable, and just close the eyes, bring the attention to your physical feeling of the breath. So as you breathe in, focus on that feeling of the cool air moving in. And similarly, as you breathe out, focus on the physical feeling of the warmer air leaving the body. And we don't have to change how we're breathing. It's not about breathing in a particular way. This is simply just allowing the breath, the body, to breathe the way that it wants to breathe, and just having our attention with the breath. And the closed eyes means that we're not going to get visually distracted while we're doing this little practice. And just know that you cannot get this wrong. It's impossible. However you are doing this is absolutely the right way for you. So it's not a question of, am I doing this right? Yes, you are doing this right. However that is for you, that is the right way for you at the moment. And know that that can change. Just as you bringing your attention to your breathing brings about a change, physiologically, neurologically, emotionally, to the body and to the heart and to the mind. So that change will deepen and affect your life. And this technique of just being aware of the breath, the physical feeling of the breath, it's something which, if you practice it, you will start to do without really thinking too much about it. You'll find yourself dropping into breath awareness, of being aware of the air moving in and out of the body several times a day. And this is such a yummy practice. It truly is. My body feels so happy at being able to just breathe in this way, of being aware of the breath. My heart feels happy. My mind feels more relaxed, less tense, less engaged. So just open your eyes and still try and maintain that connection with your breath, and awareness of the air as it moves in and out of the body. Yeah. And I have a challenge for you for the rest of this week. And the challenge is this: it's a very simple challenge. When you wake up in the morning, instead of just immediately leaping into or moving into the rest of your day, just take 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes to just sit on the edge of the bed, pull your eider down, your doona around you, and just practice this conscious breath, this breath awareness. Practice feeling the air moving in and out of the body for at least 5 minutes every morning. Okay. So that's my challenge to you for the rest of this week, and see what happens because of the way that you start the day, how that affects the rest of your day. I'm going to ask you to also fill in what parts you can of the workbook when you download it from the Facebook page. If you're having troubles with that, please just get in touch with me. Drop me a line or a text message, either in Facebook Messenger or on Telegram or via my website, and I can send you the workbook without any problems at all. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow as we stop the live stream now. We're going to stop that in a minute or two. So please just write into your comments any requests that you may have, any questions that you may have there, and I will answer them again for you on the Facebook community page. And thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll be with me tomorrow when we're going to investigate a calming breath as opposed to breath awareness. And rest assured that the breath awareness exercise we've done today, we're going to be coming back to time and time again in slightly different forms throughout the rest of the week. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of the day and be aware of your breathing. Thank you very much.